In the trenches of the soul we stand, as the veterans of this sacred land. Rival fires burn within our hearts, revelations bright like cosmic stars. Scripture guides us through the darkest night. Rev the engine of our holy fight. With reverent words we raise the holy cry. In the name of faith we touch the sky. We're marching on with banners raised. In the cosmic war, it's Him we praise. Rev Time's here for us to shine in the glory of the divine. Through the valleys and the storms we trod, veterans marching for our loving God. Rival whispers on the wind we hear, Scripture calling makes it crystal clear. Reverent voice echoes through the hall, revelation's light, tearing down the wall. With every step we find our way. In the army of the faithful we will stay. We're marching on with banners raised. In the cosmic war, it's Him we praise. Rev Time's here for us to shine in the glory of the divine. We're marching on with banners raised. In the cosmic war, it's Him we praise. Rev Time's here for us to shine in the glory of the divine. Of the divine. In the trenches of the soul we stand, as the veterans of this sacred land. Rival fires burn within our hearts, revelations bright like cosmic stars. Scripture guides us through the darkest night. Rev the engine of our holy fight. With reverent words we raise the holy cry. In the name of faith we touch the sky. We're marching on with banners raised. In the cosmic war, it's Him we praise. Rev Time's here for us to shine in the glory of the divine.
right, welcome to Rev Time. Now I hope people can hear me. Okay, there we go. Welcome to Rev Time. It's available on my KD7LTN channel as well as Servant Spirit Ministries YouTube channels. Currently, maybe at some point I'll have it more out there. This is a special New Year's Eve edition, and after this, I'll be going. Be trying to do a Kicking It live stream for New Year's, both Eastern and Central time zones, shortly before the ball drops in New York City. But you can stick around on the KD7. If you're on the Service Spirit Ministries channel, that will only be available. Well, yeah, only be available on the KD7LTN YouTube channel. All right. So let's get to the reading here a bit. I'm going to be reading from Ecclesiastes 3. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. I just want to stop it right there, reading that, as that is going into New Year's here. That is a thing we need to keep in mind. Many friends among us have lost relatives, not only this year during the holiday season, but in previous years. The United States here is coming into, hopefully, a new president will be taking office uh, here within the next month, within the next 3 weeks. And as such, a new time for hopefully healing within this country. And yes, a time for war, a time for peace. There have been many wars that have begun around the world, and hopefully some peace will come. But if not, as warriors, as soldiers, both of Christ and many of us veterans out here, you know, we know there's a time for these things. The times are not always what we want them to be. For example, I'm sure many people love enjoying summer fruits in the middle of winter. And luckily, because of the more globalistic economy, it's always summer somewhere and it's always winter somewhere almost. So, uh, or at least the season, summer and winter are opposite. So we're able to maybe not get homegrown, but foreign fruits and vegetables and things up to our preferred likings. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you just have to deal with the time that God has prepared for us to be in a time of. Now we can pray for a better time. We can pray that God changes the time to something better and more appreciative. But there's Well, just the laws of laws of physics as well, which God is the master of all laws. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So, for as much peace as we want, sometimes we have to go through just as much wartime. So, as a soldier, as a sailor, I understand that. As a veteran, I understand that. So, going into the new year, I hope everyone has a blessed new year, a wonderful new year, and it's a time of healing, a time of sewing, repairing, and pray for a time of peace. We want the good. We want the good side of all of those. All right, we all have a blessed one, and enjoy your new year. Hopefully, at some point, I'll get a better internet and be able to do more of these things. All right. Shalom. Peace unto you.
In the morning light we rise, with a hope that never dies. Hands that work and hearts that pray, in the service every day. Through the trials we'll stand tall, with a faith that won't fall. Guided by a shining spark, lighting up the deepest dark. Christian spirits burning bright, like a beacon in the night. With a warrior's heart we start, every mission, every part. Christian spirits burning bright, like a beacon in the night. With a warrior's heart we start, every mission, every part. Each step forward with a creed, to lend a hand for those in need. Watch the shadows fade away, in the glory of new day. When the storms around us rage, we will hold the sacred page, armored with our love and grace, meeting challenges we face. Christian spirits burning bright, like a beacon in the night. With a warrior's heart we start, every mission, every part. Christian spirits burning bright, like a beacon in the night. With a warrior's heart we start, every mission, every part.